Some people cry easily. A small argument, a touching moment, a harsh comment, and suddenly their eyes fill with tears. Not because they want attention, not because they are trying to be dramatic. It just happens. And every time it happens, they feel the same question rising inside them. Why am I like this? If you cry easily, you've probably heard the same things your whole life. Stop being so sensitive. You're too emotional. You need to toughen up. Sometimes people laugh. Sometimes they feel uncomfortable. But rarely do they try to understand. So you start questioning yourself. Maybe I'm weak. Maybe I can't handle pressure. Maybe something is wrong with me. You try to hold your tears back. You force your face to stay still. But the more you resist, the more the tears come. And afterwards, you feel embarrassed, ashamed, like your emotions betrayed you. But here's something most people never tell you. Crying easily is not a character flaw. It's not emotional weakness. In fact, it's often a sign of a highly responsive nervous system. Your brain processes emotional signals more deeply than most people. You feel more, you notice more, you absorb emotional information faster. Think of emotions like sound. Some people have thick walls around them. They hear only the loud noises. But your emotional system is like a microphone. It picks up everything. The subtle tone in someone's voice, the tension in a room, the sadness hidden behind a smile. That sensitivity can feel overwhelming, but it's also a powerful ability. Why do some people cry more easily than others? It comes down to 3 psychological factors. 1. Emotional sensitivity. Some people are born with stronger emotional reactivity. Their amygdala, the brain's emotional alarm system, reacts quickly. When emotions rise, the signal spreads through the nervous system faster, and one of the body's natural responses to emotional overload is tears. 2. Mirror neurons and empathy. People who cry easily often have stronger empathic responses. Their brain mirrors the emotions of others. If someone is hurt, they feel it deeply. If someone shares pain, their nervous system responds almost as if the pain were their own. Their tears are not just personal emotion, they are empathy in physical form. 3. Emotional regulation through tears. Tears are not just emotional, they are biological. When you cry, your body releases stress hormones like cortisol. It also activates the parasympathetic nervous system, which helps calm your body down. In simple terms, crying is your brain's way of resetting emotional overload. It's not a malfunction, it's regulation. So if crying easily is natural, why does it sometimes feel so overwhelming? Why do some people feel like their tears control them instead of the other way around? Because sensitivity without emotional structure can feel chaotic. But when you learn to understand your emotional system, that same sensitivity becomes a powerful strength. Here are ways to work with your emotional sensitivity instead of fighting it. Step 1. Stop fighting the tears. What to do? Allow tears when they come instead of forcing yourself to suppress them. Why it works. Emotional suppression increases stress hormones and intensifies emotional reactions later. Example, if you feel your eyes filling during a difficult conversation, take a slow breath and allow the emotion to pass naturally. Accepting the reaction reduces its intensity over time. Step 2. Understand your emotional triggers. What to do. Notice patterns in when and why you cry. Why it works. Self-awareness activates the prefrontal cortex, helping regulate emotional reactions. Example triggers may include feeling criticized, witnessing someone else's pain, experiencing rejection, emotional movies or music. Understanding your triggers helps you prepare your mind in advance. Step 3. Slow the nervous system. What to do. Use slow breathing or grounding techniques when emotions rise. Why it works. Activates the parasympathetic nervous system, reducing emotional overwhelm. Example, take a slow breath for 4 seconds. Hold for 4 seconds. Release slowly. Your nervous system begins to stabilize. Your tears may still come, but the emotional surge becomes manageable. Step 4. Strengthen emotional boundaries. Highly sensitive people often absorb emotions from others. Learning boundaries protects your emotional energy. What to do? Remind yourself internally, this emotion belongs to them, not me. Example, when a friend vents about their struggles, listen with empathy, but remind your brain that you don't have to carry their emotional weight. Empathy without boundaries becomes emotional exhaustion. Step 5. Reframe sensitivity as intelligence. Instead of seeing emotional sensitivity as weakness, recognize it as a form of emotional intelligence.
Sensitive people often excel in
understanding people, creative expression, deep relationships, intuitive thinking. Their emotional depth gives them insight others miss. Step 6. Channel emotions into creation. Emotion is powerful energy. When you channel it creatively, it becomes a strength. What to do? Write, draw, make music, speak your thoughts. Example: many artists, writers, and musicians are deeply sensitive individuals. Their emotional awareness becomes creative power. What overwhelms you today may become your greatest expression tomorrow. Crying easily does not mean you are fragile. It means your emotional system is highly responsive. Your brain notices more. Your heart processes more. Your nervous system reacts more deeply. When you stop fighting that sensitivity and start understanding it, your emotions stop feeling like enemies. They become signals, guides, sources of insight. And slowly, your tears stop feeling like weakness. They start feeling like honesty. You were never too emotional. You were never too sensitive. You were never broken. Your tears were simply proof that your mind and heart are deeply connected. In a world that often hides emotion, you feel it, you express it, you process it, and that takes strength. One day you'll realize the thing you thought was your weakness was actually the part of you that makes you the most human.